In the glittering landscape of our digital age, where convenience is king, one service has taken center stage. The instant gratification of food delivery right at your doorstep. Companies like DoorDash and Uber Eats promise a tantalizing deal. A few taps on your phone and voila, your favorite meal arrives as if by magic. But what if this magic comes with a price? A price that's not reflected in your bill. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the not-so-glamorous reality behind your favorite food delivery apps.
Eats driver texted his wife that he was making one final delivery before heading home. But he never showed up, and that is because Randall Cook was brutally murdered last week in Pasco County, allegedly at the hands of Oscar Solis, a convicted felon with gang ties who is now back behind bars.
On April 19th, 2023, 56-year-old retiree Randall Cook was robbed, murdered, and dismembered. Police say his remains were then discarded outside of the killer's property in black garbage bags. Authorities have yet to discover a motive for the brutal killing, but believe the suspect, 30-year-old Oscar Solis, an alleged member of the notorious MS-13 gang, may have been experiencing a drug-induced rage. Uber Eats is yet to release an official response on the gruesome murder. While it's common knowledge that drivers cover their own costs for expenses such as vehicle maintenance and fuel, less known are the physical dangers they often confront. The perils range from traffic incidents, assault, murder, and unfortunately for some, all of the above, as was the case for 60-year-old retired teacher, coach, and former bodybuilder, Pamela Ray Martinez.
On June 11th, the retired teacher and coach was on her way home after finishing her last food delivery of the day as an Uber Eats driver when near 61st Avenue, just north of Bell Road, she was shot and killed by another driver. A witness telling police he was driving by when he saw a man standing outside of Pamela's car on the driver's side. The man then allegedly walked over to his minivan and drove off. That's when Pamela's car slowly veered off the road onto a wash. Paramedics breaking into her car to get her out and render aid, but she was gone. Before the shooting and after the alleged altercation, police say Pamela rolled down her passenger window and snapped a clear photo of the suspect. That led police to 62-year-old Rusty Raymond French, who now faces second-degree murder charges. Records say Rusty French admitted to being the man in the picture, but that he blacked out afterwards. During the interview, he allegedly showed no remorse.
In the case of Pamela Martinez, Glendale, Arizona police believe the altercation initially stemmed from one driver cutting off the other, prompting the pair to pull over to the side of the road and get into a heated argument. Raymond French then pulled out a handgun and shot Pamela Martinez in the chest, which would ultimately lead to her death. Raymond French, the alleged shooter, is currently facing charges of second-degree murder. While it's worth noting that tens of thousands of food deliveries are made every day without incident, it is important to understand that these drivers, working in the shadows of our cities and suburbs, are often exposed to situations that can escalate quickly and unpredictably. Yet despite these risks, they often lack the support and protections that regular employees might expect from their employers. Meanwhile, the companies continue their fierce competition, often looking for ways to cut costs, a race to the bottom that often leaves drivers paying the price. One such case occurred in 2020, during the height of the global pandemic. DoorDash was accused of misleading customers, making them believe their tips were going directly to the drivers, while in reality, these tips were used to supplement the company's profits. According to the lawsuit, DoorDash's previous pay model would deduct the tip amount from the driver's pay. The company has since denied the allegations and stated that it has updated its pay model to ensure drivers receive 100% of the tips. Despite the settlement, DoorDash, along with other gig economy companies, spent a staggering $48 million to pass Proposition 22, effectively overturning a state law that required these companies to treat their drivers as employees with minimum wage and benefits. The settlement payout includes $1.5 million to DC drivers, $250,000 in donations to 2 DC charities, and $750,000 to the DC government. While these drivers face mounting challenges, the owners and top executives of these companies are reaping significant profits. In 2020 alone, DoorDash's CEO, Tony Xu, saw his net worth skyrocket to over $3 billion. What's more, These companies have spent millions in lobbying efforts to maintain their gig economy model. The passing of Proposition 22 in California, heavily backed by these companies, allowed them to continue classifying drivers as contractors, not employees. The question now is, how can we change this? How can we ensure that the people who bring us our meals are treated fairly and safely? Some suggest legal reform, classifying drivers as employees with all the accompanying rights and benefits. In the end, the true cost of our convenience is borne by these drivers. They are the unsung heroes of our digital age, working late into the night, navigating traffic and weather, all so we can enjoy our favorite meals from the comfort of our homes. It's time we bring their struggles into the light and fight for a fairer, safer food delivery industry. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth looks at the world around us.